Hi there, this is Chang Hui.
Hi there, this is Miao Weiwei.
Hi there, this is Li Meidi.
Hi there, this is Zhu Yifan.
Hi there, this is Chu Yanming, and I'm the leader of our group. So who are we? We are Brave. 牛 surprise you? Actually, it's the gift we prepared for you because we wish you a good day. So as you can see, the name of our group is Brave 牛, and there are 5 members in our group, which is me, Alicia, Chu Yanming, and I'm the leader of our group, and Chang Hui, Li Meidi, Miao Weiwei, Zhu Yifan. And the company we choose to do the study on is 大润发. So because in the last 10 years, the traditional retail industry has been highly competitive, and both large retailers and small and medium-sized enterprises are facing the dilemma of declining sales and are unable to meet the shopping needs of their customers. So 大润发, which is also known as RT-Mart, it's currently the largest supermarket in China. So it invested to establish Feiniu.com in 2013 and joined Alibaba Group in 2017. So we will introduce the aspects of the retailer's use of e-commerce and IT management and the difficulties it has encountered and results it has achieved. So here we go.
A large chain of mass-market supermarkets in Taiwan, China, established in 1996. RT-Mart opened its stores in mainland China in July 1998 and became the first supermarket in China to be designed, operated, and managed entirely by Chinese people, under the business philosophy of fresh, cheap, comfortable, and convenient. RT-Mart has become the most reliable hypermarket by providing one-stop shopping to consumers. As a leading retailer in China, RT-Mart has been the number 1 hypermarket in China in terms of total sales, number 1 foreign-owned retailer, and number 1 in terms of average sales per store since 2008, and has been awarded as a trustworthy company by suppliers for many years. In August 1996, RT-Mart Group established RT-Mart Distribution Business Co., Limited and Jinan RT-Mart Co., Limited. In April 1997, to set up mass-market stores in key cities in eastern, northern, and northeastern China, respectively. In 2021, RT-Mart Group entered into a joint venture with Ocean Group, a French company with 40 years of experience in the retail distribution industry, to introduce a more international operation and management model, which is a step forward in the international train business. RTG will release 67% of its equity in RT-Mart for a total of $8 billion, turning RT-Mart into a foreign joint venture. In June 2013, RT-Mart invested and established Feiniu, a 4-category self-operated B2C e-commerce website, relying on the advantages of RT-Mart procurement supply chain. Feiniu.com is integrated with RT-Mart online and offline to provide customers with the most competitive prices and the most quality assurance of goods on the internet. Soon after the launch of the majority of e-commerce online shopping customers praise, Feiniu.com has opened the delivery service in all regions of the country, which was fully completed in May 2015, becoming another full-serving B2C e-commerce website in China with a national service network. And at the end of August 2015, Feiniu.com launched its cross-border e-commerce commerce service. In the second half of 2015, Feiniu.com will also accelerate the implementation of the thousands of villages and 10,000 villages. A and B plan. B2B business exact. To thank the e-commerce channel to the community grassroots, widely absorbing community, convenience stores across the country, and pushing Feiniu.com online service to the vast regions of China. On November 20, 2017, Alibaba Group, Ocean Retail, and Runtime Group announced a new retail strategy partnership. Alibaba Group will invest approximately $2.88 billion to take a 13.16% stake in Kaohsiung Retail, both directly and indirectly. Feiniu launched 17 categories. Feiniu launched 17 categories of products including cell phone, digital, computer, office, household appliance, household cleaning, kitchen and bathroom cleaning, home textiles, apparel, shoes and boots, beauty and makeup, personal care, beverage, liquor, Taiwan boutique, imported food, stationery and books, mother and baby toys, pet goods, fresh goods, and 1 million kinds of product. RT-Mart released its fiscal year 2022 semi-annual report for the period ending September 30, 2021. According to the report, RT-Mart reported a revenue of 41.534 billion yuan, net profit of 112 million yuan, and the number of its super brand RT-Mart store reached 497, covering 236 cities nationwide.
Hello everyone, my name is Changhui. Now, let me explain to you the details of computer facilities used by Darunfa Supermarket to set a business system platform. I will introduce from database, network architecture, software, hardware, and so on. Okay, first, Darunfa Supermarket use the SOA architecture. What's SOA? Look at the PPT. As an example, you can understand that a clothing retail organization has 500 international chains that often need to change their design to keep up with fashion. They may mean changing not only the style and color, but also the clothes manufacturer and deliverables. If the system between retailers and manufacturer are incompatible, a change from the supplier to other may be very complex software process. By leveraging the operational flexibility of WSDL interfaces, each company can keep their existing system in place by simply merging WSDL interfaces and developing new service-level algorithms without having to completely refactor their software system. This is a change in the level of the business. In their words, they change partners and basically our business operation remains the same. Business interface can be slightly changed, where internal operation needs not to be changed, only to be able to work with an internal partner. This is the benefit of an SOA architecture that can accommodate flexible business needs. Okay, next, the second, the network topology, which allows users to access the system through PC or mobile. The request is then distributed of different application servers through the reverse process of the load balancer. The application server first requests be the cache server. If there is data in the cache server, the data is returned to the user. If there is no data in the cache server, the data is retrieved from the database, and then the data is added to the cache server. The next time there is a same request, get the data directly from the cache server without having to access the database again. This prevents a large amount of data from accessing the database, causes exhaustion of resources, and ensures the security of the database by employees within the company. Because of the small number of people and the small amount of access, a database server can be used. Even if the database hangs up, restarting will not affect the normal operation. From the external system, there are more users and need to cluster the database. At least two database servers, one as the host and one as the standby. This system uses the master database and achieves read-write separates. The database uses Archive QM to edit and categorize goods. Fourth, the server system uses the software deployment is the CentOS system, which is compatible with the Windows and OS platforms. Okay, next, fifth overview of the hardware computation. The slide shows the list of equipment needed to build a secondary servers platform in Darunfa supermarket region. This is the hardware equipment that Darunfa supermarket company has tendered publicly in order to build a business platform in 2019. I'm likely to be a supplier of hardware equipment and participate in the building of the company room. Of course, I made some money. If some student interested in building a business platform can contact me through WhatsApp or WeChat. Because of the time relationship, my story in here, and my teammates are invited to continue to show you.
Hello everyone, my name is Miao Weiwei. Next, let me share some information about RT-Mart. First, RT-Mart, founded in 1996, is the largest supermarket in Taiwan, China. Started to enter the Chinese mainland market in July 1997. Currently, RT-Mart supermarkets have 500 stores in the Chinese mainland market, and RT-Mart supermarkets have two online shopping apps. We call them RT-Mart Youxian and RT-Mart Yilufa. Let's move on the next pages. RT-Mart has more than 30,000 scans of goods to meet people's various needs in life. Children can buy the toys and school supplies they want there. Men can buy their favorite home appliances here, and the most important thing is people cannot go to the mall to shop. Many young people also like to choose to shop with RT-Mart app. They can save time, cost by free delivery to their homes. Like me, I also choose online shopping. The store is good at cheap and fresh, and they are often promotion in supermarkets. so it's a best choice for many housewives because of this online order. Below RT-Mart 2022 grew 80% or last year's result. Let's move on the next. In China, when you want to know any information, people will choose Baidu to search the answer. Baidu is one of the largest web searches in China, like Google. RT-Mart is collected by Baidu about 60,000 times a month, and RT-Mart is the fourth largest supermarket in China. That's my share. Thank you.
With the help of IT. So in 2013, RT-Mart invested to establish Feinyo.com, which is a B2C e-commerce full category integrated retail shopping website. So the website was officially launched in 2014 and relying on the strong capital advantage of the parent company and a strong supply chain of retail resources. The introduction of Feinyo.com has brought a lot of business models that RT-Mart didn't have before. These include store delivery O2O, store electronic screen O2O, fresh food O2O, duty-free goods in stores, and so on. And next, we are going to talk about the most classic O2O models. The first one we are talking about is called store shipping O2O, which is the beginning of online purchase. So the whole process is like this. The customer orders products online, and then Feinyo.com gets the order, transfers the order to the closest shop of the customer. And then the store packs the product and send it to the customer. Or the customer can also go to the shop to pick up the product. And by 2015, customers from all around China could experience this convenient delivery service. So that's for the first model, store shipping O2O. Next, let's talk about electronic screen O2O in stores. Firstly, we need to know that there are about 20,000 items in RT-Mart offline stores. And although there are a lot of variety, the variety of goods in the store does not fully meet the needs of users. For RT-Mart suppliers, the thing they are afraid of the most is that there is no room to put their goods on the shelf because getting a new one in means squeezing out an old one. However, the introduction of IT allows stores to add a virtual warehouse, turning it into an infinite storage space. So now, the number of product types in the store is 20,000 to 30,000 in stock, plus 500,000 or even 5 million types, which are hidden in the electronic screen. And the whole process of purchasing in the electronic screen O2O model is like this. Customers walk into a RT-Mart store, and then they place an order via the electronic screen. And then stores confirm charges and direct customers to use the online store. Yes, you're right. So when customers are checking out, the cashier would direct them to download the application. So then the customer can be more stick on to the online and offline closed loop of RT-Mart. And then finally, stores complete dispensing for customers. And this process can also help RT-Mart to greatly reduce the storage cost. Next, let's talk about Fresh O2O model, which is an attempt at e-commerce. This model is closely related to the localization model, which has a coverage area of up to 3 kilometers from the store. Customers purchase online and receive the product in about 1 hour. And in 2017, in order to enhance the popularity and reputation of Fresh O2O platform, Feinyo Fresh changed its name to RTF Fresh, which is using the name of its parent company. And these two pictures are the most recently updated icon and homepage of RTF Fresh. Recently, as a result of pandemic, more and more people turn to purchase online, with the revenue from sales of goods increased by $705 million, which is a 0.8% year-on-year, thanks to the introduction of IT system. The online business has increased its share to 22%. B2C orders increased by 60% in the past year, and unit price increasing by 2.3 to 70 RMB. By the end of 2020, more than 69 million users have joined.
Hello teacher, hello beautiful girls and handsome boys. I am Li Meidi. I am very happy to share my learning rhythms with you. I will introduce and explain the three parts: pre-sales, acquisition, and advertising of RT-Mart, e-commerce platform, payment, security, and defense of hacking attacks, and regulatory introduction of regulatory policies. The first part, for example, privacy, acquisition, and advertising promotion. When customers promote online goods, they must register as a member during the registration process. Their name, gender, phone number, date of birth, ID number, home address, email address, etc. have personal privacy. Detect risk and platform will push some promotional items or let you choose your shopping preferences and needs, and get the big data from the background by checking the confirmation. Part 2. Payment, security, and defense against hacking. The platform is still relatively secure. In online capital payment, take the online bank card, WeChat, product treasure, it register. When the platform encounters hackers, the platform will use to lay out Trojan programs, redirect URL, use zero-day vulnerabilities, email attacks, and so enter acts to retrieve the existing security. Part 3. The state has issued authoritative, systematic, and comprehensive laws and regulations on the protection of law of the People's Republic of China, on the protection of personal important. As a matter of fact, the National Security Supervision Police is constantly improved. RT-Mart e-commerce platform should actively explore the broad and reasonable use of data to protect personal privacy further and improve the market value and empower the economic profits of enterprises. My explanation is finished. Thank you for watching it.
As we can see, while IT is constantly evolving and creating value, there are also risks and regulatory compliance requirements along the way. Traditional retail enterprises must clarify the core values of the enterprise and recognize the situation and market positioning. If they want to improve their internal marketing management, they can do so by applying new business models and information technology. The pressure to reform and innovate has always been there. With the continuous development of information technology, The changing perceptions and habits of customer groups have also promoted companies to constantly develop and apply new technological tools and new business models. And that's all for our presentation today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope our presentation can give you some new ideas. Thank you.